This presentation took place on February 2nd, 2026 for the Northern California DX Club. It was hosted by Paul N6PSC, and the speaker is one of the team members. In fact, he is the team lead, Otis, November Papa 4 Golf. You can find more information on the website. Stay tuned until the very end when I'll cover some more information about this website and the expedition itself.
All right, let's get started. Otis, the floor is yours.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Paul. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. It's great to work with you in a different, not only in DEXA, but also here. So it's great. I was pushing for it because this is probably the first time you could do a Zoom meeting while the expedition is ongoing, and you could
Yep.
actually, get to see a little bit of the background of the stuff that we're using. So I'll share some of that stuff with you. And feel free to ask questions along the way. This is more of a conversation more than a presentation. We haven't even got a chance to do the PowerPoint yet, but we'll get to that, when Dayton comes around, and we should be fine. So let me share you some stuff, and I'll share you a little bit of the Facebook pictures and kind of tell you how things are going over there. Let me just make sure we got the right screen here. And you let me know if you could see the page right
Yep.
now. Okay,
We
it's
see it.
beautiful, beautiful. This is a picture we took on the way there about 22 days ago, I believe. I forgot. I think it was the 12th of January, something like that. So you see a little sunrise of the island, how it looked when we approached it. And I'll start going through like some of the posts and stuff so that you could see what we've been up to all these times. So the whole idea behind the expedition came about 2.5 years. So I had a first meeting with the Vieques Island Amateur Radio Group. So Vieques is an island of the East Coast. So I'm based on the East Coast of Puerto Rico. As they're good friends, we've worked with each other for a while, even during the hurricane and all that stuff. So we came, I came back from Bouvet, and one of the guys is saying, uh, hey, you came from a DXCC. He's new to DXing. And then he said, "Oh, I didn't know Desecheo was an entity. I've been there." And what do you mean? Yes, because he worked with the EPA during the cleaning process, so he had actually set foot there. And I'm like, "Well, can you help us get something going?" So we started going away, and then at the end, I met with the director of the Fish and Wildlife in Puerto Rico and proposed her the idea, and then we went through the process, permit stuff. And actually, part of something very, very important was N2TU, our friend Lou Dietrich. He uh, unfortunately passed away in August of 2025, and he was my mentor essentially navigating through the process. And finally came to a point where they agreed to do. They said, actually we applied, and they rejected. And they said, because what they had in the idea was, K5D type of expedition where they were for 2 weeks, and they went with 20 people, very heavy. They really went to and 2 weeks to 100,000 Qs. 17 years ago. It's very remarkable. So what they did is she was thinking about that, and I asked her, so what would be a low impact operation? And she said, well, if you don't sleep there, you don't cook there, you don't eat there, you don't do any of that stuff. And I said, well, if we could do something like that, would you be open to consider it and approve it? And she said yes. Okay, so rewrote another proposal, and then she went through. So the process is it goes to the regional, which is in Atlanta, and then they do their thing, and then they post it on the website for like 20 days. If nobody complaints or nothing, it goes to the local office, and then from there we work together, and we made it happen. So I'd say about 2.5 years in the making. So we're working on this thing, and we got the permit. Originally it was supposed to be like in October, November, but because of the shutdown, we had to delay it. So and then some scheduling because we have to be there with U.S. Fish and Wildlife personnel. They only have one ranger for the whole Caribbean. So he was actually on vacation for like all of Christmas. So we had to wait till he was back in January, and that's when we went in. So what we working with the application, Glenn Johnson said, "Why don't you announce it for Christmas?" And that's exactly what we did. So Christmas Day, exactly at 00 UTC, we put out this announcement that easy, that's HI3R. We're giving you a Christmas present about, activating number 14 most wanted. And then, they went over the news, and people are like, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on with this?" And then we basically said, we're going to go and activate. And this is going to be very different because we're going to do it without anybody staying there. So it's the first self-deployed unit. We put the equipment, we go back 30 days to pick it up. So this is what Desecheo looks from Kenny's place. KP4AA is part of our team member. So we did the practice run there. We tested the equipment. We went through all of that. And then what we did was we set up the equipment basically simulating Desecheo, and we were using KP4ES as the call sign. So the idea was that people would have an idea of what our signals would be. This station was set up 30 miles away from Desecheo, so you could expect the same propagation. And then also it's another opportunity for the operators to practice, get a sense of the console and how things work. So it's kind of hard because people are used to their, using N1 mic specific way and some other way. So we have to get them everybody on the same page and everybody using the same system like that. And then we said it's a go. So this is a good picture. It's actually NP3A taking a cruise a week before we went on the air, and happened that there was an emergency on the ship. So normally they would go through like the east coast of Puerto Rico towards San Juan, and they had to go through the west coast to try to get that passenger offloaded. So he took a nice picture of what the Desecheo looked that day. I had opportunity to go to Florida and some more meetings with Easy and then at the end, this is the local guys when we did the setup at this place. So this is what it looked like when we were practicing. We had a little housing unit with the radios on the top and the other Pelican case with the batteries in the bottom, solar panels. This is antenna with a halo that we're using for test, Starlink antenna. Here you can see the Bravo V8 antenna when we're testing. And you can see the Desecheo right over here on the left side. You see where I'm pointing with my mouse right next to the antenna. Roughly 30 miles from this point towards Desecheo. That's Kenny KP4AA. We're playing with coax, trying to get things, nice and titty and all that. Now, after we're done with our practice session, part of the protocol that they said was that we had to make sure we clean everything, we follow specific biosecurity, and everything got wiped down, scrubbed. And actually, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife personnel visited us at the practice site. And they took some information, provided feedback, and we basically got to know them before we got actually on the day to go. This is what Kenny's place look. We're sitting down, going through checklist, playing around, checking equipment, making sure things work and nothing. We put a little camera on the mast, and that's actually how we are able to watch it, so we're able to know what's really going on there. This is just, setting up the the guy wires and all that. This is actually KP3N right here, Osvaldo. He's part of our group. So after that, we went on. This is what some of the teammates. So we have Osvaldo, KP3N. This is Manuel, WP4 Tango Zulu. It's actually pretty new ham. He's only been ham for about 3 years. And we're joking because, he's a vegetarian. So if we were going to leave somebody on the island, he would be the one that would pick. So he can survive on that island for sure. And then Kenny, KP4AA, he used to have, a bunch of other call signs. He was active in the military. So he's been to Midway, Guam, VQ9. And then, he settled back in Puerto Rico in 2019 when he retired. And Ezequiel, HI3R, he's actually the brains behind the operation. He's an engineer by trade, biomedical engineer. So he's the one that developed the whole system and what I want to share. And myself. So it's kind of like what the unit looks. If you were to open the battery case, you have the two chargers, main router, everything's QR coded. And the way we built the system was redundancy. So we are going to have two antennas, two coax, two radios, two chargers, two solar arrays, two batteries. So the idea was if something, breaks or whatever, we would still be able to maintain our online operation without having to go back there and fix it. This is, final details is what the batteries look like. These are 200 amp batteries each. We got them both in there. And then, final touches and things like that. Now, this is what the radio case looks like. So we have Flex 6300, two of them in this rack. And we also have the two Raspberry Pis for remote ham radio, bridge unit, fuses. This is another Windows PC that we have there in case we need to access the radios and in case any of the other ones break. And then this is some of the of the sensors that we have, so we're able to track the temperature inside there, the humidity, and things like that. And then also we have this on the right side. It's a radiator, so the cases are connected to a pump outside, and I'm going to show you when we go to the island. And so we have basically, a water cooled system. So it, takes the heat from the cases and takes it outside and vice versa. I hear a little ding dong. I don't know what that might be coming from. And then so we were, testing. This is the world famous Shitena. And actually it's a cool story because it comes from when we did the Juan Fernandez CB0 Zulu Alpha 2024. So what happened was, everything's delayed and we get to Juan Fernandez on a Saturday, and then we're like, we got all of our stuff, and I asked the gentleman there, where's our poles? And he said, oh, they're in storage. You have to wait till Monday when they open. Okay. So I asked the driver guy, and it's like, well, we need a pole, about 20 feet long, plastic, PVC. Do you might have something around? And he said, you know what? Jump on my truck. Let's go home. So we went to his place. Underneath, he pulls out this big, 20-foot sanitary tubing. And then, we put it there, and it worked. And we call it Shitena not because the shitty signal, but really because it was actually sanitary tubing. So that's where the joke came around. So that antenna worked really well over there, so we wanted to replicate the system. So this is one of the X-Engineering's poles, and then we were just adding the main radio line and then radials, and this is on the testing phase. This is what the solar panels look. So we added an extra, so we ended up with being 6 of them on each array, and we added some inclination to compensate for the sun. This time of the year it's winter, so sun's kind of low on the horizon. I mean, on the heading south, so we needed the extra inclination. And then final tuning, trying to make sure that everything's in place, testing the equipment, and even working late nights. So, and actually, you might see some bottles of no, this is water, but we actually these guys run on beer, so that's why. I mean, that's kind of like how we got it to work. And then then we're finishing up. We're final preps. This is Manuel putting some peanut butter to the PVC. We put that on Facebook and nobody caught it. Nobody put a comment. Hey, that looks like peanut butter, not really like PVC cement. So the day started. So we spent the night near Aguadilla. Woke up 4 in the morning. We arrived there about 5:30, and then around 6:15, we got everything into the boat and we headed out to the island. We had a little tracking from APRS system. And then this is what Aguadilla looks in the sunrise, overlooking the Puerto Rico mainland. And then Osvaldo, myself, and Easy on the way there. And then we left right in town, and then from there straight to Desecheo. And then we got on the air. Now this is one of the things that we did for the local hams in KP4. While we were there, we took some advantage of our downtime, and we did some 2-meter contacts with Puerto Rico. So this is Manuel. He's setting up his little 2-meter beam to work these guys. And then this is what we're building the Shitena, drilling everything, make sure everything's stable. This is what it looks in the island. So you have the weather station on the same as the Halo, then the 6-meter, I mean the solar panels, then this other tripod here has the camera and has the Starlink. Then the main unit here on the right, you see the Shitena. So this antenna we're using on a radio too. It goes so we do 12 meters, 17, 30, 60, 80, 160 on that antenna. And then if you look, this is a panoramic view. So then on the southwest corner, you have the other vertical that we're using. So everything's on the helipad. That's where we're authorized to install our equipment. And this is a sunrise picture of Desecheo after we got to the island. And then this is, we're just setting more stuff and building the housing. So actually got very, very hot over there. Probably around noon, we got to call in the captain to give us some more water because we drank everything that we had. And even though the U.S. Fish and Wildlife people, they told us, hey, make sure you bring enough because it's really, really hot up there. Then, we set it up. We have a beautiful day. And then we started operating. So this is what it looks. Now you see here on the right, a little fridge type of thing. It's kind of like those coolers. So that's where the pump is to cool the system. This red thing is kind of like a tarp, so it protects it a little bit from the sun, especially on the sunrise when it's very, very low and it hits it directly. And that's the V8 looking west, I believe. Yes, looking west. And we, very, very simple antenna. Now we did opted not to use remote tuners on these antennas, even though that's what's recommended, because that would incorporate more variables into the system. So if one of those tuners fail, nobody's there to fix it. So that could potentially be a problem, and we'll knock off half of our operation. Um, so, final touches, we're trying to troubleshoot the equipment, make sure everything's going well. And then this is the captain, his son, and the other captain, and Nahira, she's one of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So this is when we're arriving in the morning and setting it up. And let me see what else. And this is what it looks like over there. Now, the cool thing is that we're able to see, and we can use the camera. We have it on our phone, so we could track if the wind conditions. Plus, we also have a weather station there. And then, we're like, hey, it's not charging. You go on there, you see that there are clouds up there. So that's what it makes it interesting. Uh, and then, of course, part of the permit is that we have to be escorted by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife personnel. So they were, on supervising us and making sure we follow the rules and we don't do anything. And then after that, it's time for CQ. So we took a little couple pictures, sent some WhatsApp stuff, and then we take off. So actually, and then at the evening, we ended up in Desecheo again. So this is a restaurant, Desecheo restaurant in Aguadilla. And we're like, hey, what the hell? It's just stay in Desecheo for a while. So we had a very nice meal there that evening. And it was a long day for us. And then a lot of the process here, it's trying to maintain an operation. So it's a balance, Like today we've been QRT all of the day because we're going through a cold front right now in Puerto Rico. So there's wind, swell, waves are actually I saw a picture of the harbor in Aguadilla. It got closed because of flooding. So there's no uh, sun today. We only charged 8%, so we weren't able to operate, but I've saved some of that percentage so we can make a couple queues with California now. So hopefully we'll make that happen. So all of our communication is going through Facebook. We're live streaming also when Eric operates CW. This is what the console looks on his end. And then this is what a look of what a camera looks overlooking the sunrise. And that's how we know, this is 7:49 a.m. And usually around 8:30, 8:20, that's when the sun begins to charge. But we haven't had that today. And we'll see about tomorrow. Tomorrow's weather is maybe a little bit better than today, but maybe we resume operations tomorrow afternoon. So let me see what else. Let me show you what the website looks like. So I'm going to go here. So one of the cool things about the project, if you go to this is what our website looks like. You have your sponsors, thank you very much for the Northern California DX Foundation for their support, and also to Indexa. Mañana DX Foundation, that is Easy's foundation. This is the foundation that builds the RDUs. And the idea behind it is that we will have some of them that you can request to go with you on an expedition. So you have an extra operator that will work for you, and you don't have to feed or give him sleeping or water or none of that stuff. So it's kind of cool. So the first thing you'll see here is our media feed. So we're trying to make it interactive so you get communication as much as possible. And then the next thing is actually every once a day it would record a video and it would put it up on the screen. So this is a video from January 30th. It should have been today's video. I apologize for that. Very nice, bright sun. We've been lucky 20 days straight without any single problem, except for the last 2 days where we had to be QRT because of the weather situation there. So this is what normally looks over there. And of course, sun hitting the solar panels. And the video from today, you see these rocks over here, the swells were covering that even more than that one. It was just too much. So that's why the problem is going on. Then the next thing, we have some weather directly from our Desecheo unit. This is where we track our forecast. We have an idea of whether it's going to be sunny during our peak hours. Looks like there's some sun, but there's some clouds tomorrow, so we'll see how much we can get out of there. And then the third thing here, which is the cool thing, is that we're able to stream right on our website the telemetry data. So you could track what the battery charge, you could track which frequency we're on, the power of the equipment, our QSO totals. Okay, not only that, but I have myself my own little private console that he built for me. So If you were to go to operator login and you have access here, we can access the unit remotely on like a type of Windows what do I say remote access. And then this is the Latigo management console. So Latigo is Spanish for whip. My ops are calling me the whip man now. So they even put a little whipping there. So this is where I track all the operations. So if we say run 20 watts and you're running 50, we're gonna give you a whipping. Well, we'll put it in the WhatsApp. If you don't reply, we'll call you and stop the pile up and make sure we keep the power. And then this is where actually we can control, turn on the unit, turn it off, and do more of those things. Now, the also thing that's very, very cool, and I want to show you here, is that part of the Raspberry Pi that's accessing the information, this is our main console that HI3R accesses, and this we can get all of our data, all of our information right on one screen. So solar power, this is the only, up to 214, the maximum charge. So this is very, very bad. The battery, it's at 35.7. Battery load, we have here the radio case, the temperature, humidity control, as well as the battery case. We have the radiator fan. It's currently running at 100%, trying to keep the unit cool. If you look further down, we have the two radios. So we have the power, SWR, you have the voltage. So we have all this information available for us. And then from here, we could turn it on, we could turn it off, we could restart it. So there's multiple ways that we could play with the unit. So this one I have to turn off because it eats up our bandwidth. I don't want to do that. Then the other thing that we do very cool is that it's on Club Log live stream. So if you want to know if we worked on us, this is where you're gonna know which frequency we're on. Right now we're 54,000 Qs, so it's very good. Unfortunately, today we did very, very little. We also have a way to know here one of our stats. So the main focus of our operation is to work unique people. So we might be on some bands, we might be in another one. So 10 meters being very, very hot. We have about 19% of our queues, and we're going to remain on that band. K5D back in 2019, it was the low of the sunspot cycle, so they didn't do much high band stuff. So that's why we're concentrating on those bands, try to meet up to the band. And then in the evenings, 30 meter is our money band. So this is where we've been spending most of the time. And then this is what it looks, so yesterday we only did 334 queues, so not really good, but our uniques right now, we're running about almost 13,000, which we're very happy about. And if we look at the breakout, North America and Europe started as 19%, it's up to 31%. We're trying to, whenever we're operating and it's peak time for JA or peak time for very far, we basically aim there and we just work those guys because their window is very, very short. And then the other cool part here is you have this little map where most of our QSOs are happening. So the majority of them, East Coast, North America. In the States, there's some spots here in California, and hopefully we can fix that pretty soon. A lot of Europe, and then a lot of JA as well. This is where we've basically been working. Any questions so far? Anything? We're good.
You want to take some
Beautiful.
questions, Otis? I have everybody on mute. If
Okay.
you'd like to ask Otis a question, you can either at the bottom of Zoom, you can click on React and then raise your hand. If you don't have your camera on, click again React and then raise hand. Or if your camera's on, if you just want to wave at me, I'll acknowledge you. So the first one is Nitu, PY7 Delta Japan has a question for you,
Yeah,
Otis. Go
go
ahead,
for it.
Nitu.
Hello, Otis. How are
Hello.
you?
Very
Thank you
good,
so
very
much.
good.
Oh, for me, it's all time new one. I'm so happy to make a lot of bands. I will have question for you about 6 meters.
Yes.
And meters is so a low enter on this band. I see a few enter on 6 meter. You have a plan to make a lot of 6 meters to
Okay, yes. What we have is we have alerts set up. So if there is 6 meter propagation to KP4, we will get the alerts and then we would immediately QSY. Actually, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, there was a big solar flare and the propagation. I mean, I was up one of the ops and think we did almost like 500 contacts to North America. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's huge.
it was like I was running 5 streams, 25 watts, so it was basically QRP, and then working North America like big time. Before that, I had some LUs. Today, I worked LU3 Victor Bravo, I believe. Only one because it wasn't really as strong as we would have wanted. But we're there. So Neto, if the band is open, you could send us a message, and we'll pick it up. We'll QSY for sure. So today we're watching that opening. It was open. I heard maybe 2 LUs. I worked only one, and that was it. And with my home station, I was working regular 6 meter stuff. So the only thing I would ask you, Neto, is ask the sun to send more flares for this week. Hopefully, we'll have enough juice to play around with it.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sending
Obrigado.
WhatsApp for you, and you're very gentle for us. If you have a propagation, I will send message to you. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
absolutely. Obrigado, obrigado.
All right, very
Obrigado.
good. Our next question comes from John, K6YP. John, you're on mute. You're still on mute, John.
I'm just looking for where it was. There we go. So Otis, I'm curious about single sideband.
Yes.
Been lucky enough to work you on CW on many, many bands, but will you be on 20 meter, 17 meter, and 12 meter single sideband in the morning, in the West Coast morning time?
Well, I don't know. There's a couple reasons behind it. Number one, this SSB is probably the least efficient type of use of our resources. So
Yep.
we want to do CW, which is a lot better, and FT8 you can run higher rates. So we're gonna try to stay there. Now, if those pileups would ever go down, absolutely, we'll try to get some SSB. Now we've been working some SSB towards Europe in our, just after our sunrise. By the time we get to you guys, we should have already been maximizing JA. So that's why we're being mostly on 30 and 17, 30 and 20 for FT8 for JA essentially. But we'll make some SSB. But right now, since our purpose is to work uniques, we're going to maintain our operation on 10 meters and on 30 as we
And
go
you're
to the
definitely
US.
loud here on 10 meters, no doubt about it.
Yes, 10 is our money band. I mean,
Yep.
we're right on the good solar cycle, so we just want to make and that's where you're gonna pick a lot of technician also. So these are new people who will only work us on one band, which because of their privileges, and we want to make sure we're there for them as well.
By the way, one last comment. Your CW operator is great.
Oh, we have the best. So most of our ops, and I'll show you the website, is our Puerto Rican guys. So a lot of them are contester. Let me get back to the website here and share this because the idea behind this is the first KP4 led expedition since the first one in 1978. So this year marks the 50-year anniversary of the foundation of the Desecheo Wildlife Refuge, and that's why it became a DXCC entity. And the first one was that one. The second Puerto Rican-led expedition is this one. So it took 8 years to make it, but we're happy to be here. So let me share with you some of that. So also on our team, we have our media manager and 2AJ, Steve, QSL manager, Charles, who's been doing an amazing job. I mean, I text him at 10 at night. It's like 6 in the morning, 3 in the morning in the UK, and he's replying there. And then our remote, and also here here we have Lee. So WW2DX and Rockwell, they're from Remote Ham Radio. So they are the ones that developed the interface that we're using to operate the unit. So my station has been on their network for over 10 years. So I've got to know them and I know how the system works, and that's why we selected them for this one. Then
We've got 3 more questions.
yes, we'll get to them. So Eric NP3VI, he's our CW lead, contester guy. Felipe has been to Desecheo like 3 times on previous expedition. He's not been very active on this one. Jose, Tim, MP4TT, he's N4GN, he's in Philippines also. So it helps to have a guy in Philippines so we can, cover those very hard hours for us. Ramon, basically KP4, Angel, Rafi, who's here on the call as well, doing a lot of phone. Alberic, and Jose and Daniel, they're part of the local Vieques Island Club, Marilis, doing some phone. Hal, W8HC, he's been on expeditions like all over the place. Papa Mike, So there's Papa Mike and his son, but we chose the father this time. And then we have Francesco, who's over in Italy. So he's been helping us when it's very, very late here, because most of the ops are on the same time zone. There's Sel, he's out of Chile, and then some of the other ones, Lee, Bob, Ray, Jerry, and Don Greenbaum as well. So other questions, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we've got three guys in line here. Next up is Steve N6SJ, and then we'll go to Rich KE1B, and then Rich WN6A. So Steve N6SJ, go ahead.
Okay, Otis, the
Yes,
question
sir.
is, due to the low battery, low sunlight, and low QSO rate, maybe for a few days this week, is there any chance you can extend your operation further into next week beyond the 10th?
Yes, our scheduled pickup day is the 12th. Now it's all contingent on the seas. So if there is rough seas and the captain says we're not gonna go, we can extend it. Now this is U.S. Fish and Wildlife personnel, so it's also we need them to be on the ship as well. And they go there every month for their own work with the same captain. So if there's bad weather, and I ask you guys to pray for a little bit of swells next week on the 12th. So hopefully they say we really can't go, and it's Friday, and hey, it's the weekend, and we don't work on weekends. Let's schedule for Tuesday. Then we might get an extra 5 days out of our operation. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Rich KE1B.
Otis, mucho gusto en conocer.
Likewise.
My name is Rich. I'm director of the Northern California DX Foundation, so we're very proud to be a sponsor of
Appreciate
the
your help, man.
expedition.
Thank you.
I'm also personally the SuperFox key administrator, and I understand you're not using SuperFox because of the limitations of remote ham radio. No question, if you would ask for a SuperFox key, I would have granted a SuperFox key in a minute. Do you have any input to the remote ham radio guys so that they can support SuperFox in the future on similar de-expeditions?
Yes, I'm sure it's possible. Basically, they had on their console already, regular FT8 to be able to operate. So they actually built the multi-stream for us, basically following MSHV type of operation. So we wanted to make it simple, because if let's say we're SuperFox, we're Foxhound, and the users, I mean the operators, they're not following exact rules, we're not going to see them. So we wanted to make sure that we're able to pick them up, and then from there we'll be able to work on them. So actually the RHR guys, and this is Rockwell, we sat down at Dayton, and I said, I need to talk to you. And we sat down and we had a beer, and I said, I can't tell you what I'm working on, but I need you to do, multi-stream on the console. Can you do it? And he said, it'll be a few weeks, but we'll get it done. And he actually got it done. They tested on their Haiti station. If you mean it, because that's where they did a lot of their testing for the unit, and it worked well. And then we had some concerns, people actually saying that we're not completing our queue, so we tried to run a test. I think it was last week. So we went through the Windows PC and we run MSHV right there on the unit and try to compare, because we wanted to make sure, because if that was the case, that MSHV would have been better, we've just switched over. But we did the test, we got some log, and Rock will analyze it. He basically said, it's exactly the same thing. The problem here is that we're getting too much RF on our radios, and these are not, Auroras by any chance. So they're pretty, they're not the most recent generation. So they're kind of overwhelmed, and that's why we are. So
yeah, my point was that MSHV doesn't support SuperFox, and unfortunately, remote ham radio doesn't support WSJT. So
Yep.
I don't know if you have any input into that, but it would be nice in the future if they could do that.
Absolutely, and I'm sure if you shoot an email out to Rock over at RHR, he'll be able to put that on his to-do list, and I'm sure it's doable. It's just a matter of time for them to do it. And with that, if this project, the way we're doing it, that it's self-deployable, I'm sure this is not going to be the last one. So
right.
we'll be able to incorporate SuperFox, and then definitely it'll be a lot better than what we're doing right now.
Yeah, and granted, SuperFox isn't going to work great with QRP, but it's there are times when it'll work fine. Thank you so much.
But if we use an Aurora, it's 500 watts, and it's
That's
basically
right.
the same power consumption as the radios that we're using right now. So we're hopeful that Easy is taking notes, and we're gonna come out with RDU 2.0 sometime in the future.
All right, our next question comes from Rich, Whiskey November 6 Alpha.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks to you, the sponsors, the whole team. I was able to make one contact with you guys.
Good. Which band was it?
20 meter CW.
All right.
But I've been trying big pileups, and I'll continue trying until you're done. But just basically, thank you to everyone, and great effort and great technology, and really appreciate it. So great for the hobby, and thanks again.
Well, don't leave, Rich. We're gonna do some online queues live. So if you're around and we see your call sign, we'll give you another band.
All right.
All right.
Any last questions for Otis before we do the demo or the online connection? All right, Otis, no more questions. Go ahead with the online
All right.
part.
Let's do some radio then. Rich, be there. So this is what the console looks like. Let me just share my screen again. So basically everything what you're seeing here is what the user. So we have 3 stations. KP4 Palmas is my own station in Puerto Rico that we've been using for the users to test. We have KP5 Radio 1 and Radio 2. They're right now turned off, so I'm going to go into my little whipping console that I got, and I'm going to turn it on so that we could do some cues. So that's why they're off, because we don't want to waste our power. So we go down here, turn it on, give it a few minutes. It's going to come online. And then basically you have a map of the world. This is on the right, what they are. And then here's the console where the operators are basically logging. So if they're running CW, it's just like N1 Mike, they type in, hit enter, it sends a CW. They hear the response, they click enter, and then thank you, you go to the next one. And then right here also as well is where they use the FT8 console. There's a lot more features down here, some chat, logging, the Xbox. So we're not really using any of this stuff. This is mostly for the regular users when they're logging in here to you. Now the good thing about this is that you can go just with a web browser, and then you'll be able to make contacts. Now this remote stuff has developed. So the first one essentially, mainstream was George A7 JV's stuff. His is very good in the terms that it's very high power, it's very reliable. He's probably got the most experience out of this. But you have to fill up the gas tank, requires some maintenance. So the second one will be W6 ISET and his team. So he built a smaller type of version that you could probably take as carry-on on a plane. And we used his unit in Chile. That was the main time for testing. And it worked out really well. But the problem that Greg was saying was that the problem that I have is that the users get access, they go into a screen where they can see all the features of the radio, and then they start moving stuff around. So if you got these really good operators, they want to put the radios to the way, they like it, so that's why they're going to mess it up. So we said we don't want any of that. So we have control of how much power the users are. Now, if somebody's not behaving, we can kick them out. And if they're not, basically whipping, So we put a warning on the chat, then I send you a direct message. Then I call you. If you don't pick up, I'm going to kick you out of the console until you come back and you say, the unit's broken. And I said, no, you're the one that's not doing your thing. But all right, so they came on green. So you have the station. Now, tell me, Paul, what would be a good band right now to California? We'll
Probably 40 meters.
40 meters. All right, let's do some 40 then. So you click on the radio, click connect. We're going to do FT8. I want to make sure I can talk and play some radio. And then we turn to the unit. I got the volume down. You go here, you go to 40 meters FT8. Automatically, it goes to our default frequency, which is that we have set up. And then let me move the screen. You click transmit enable, and you see the magic happening. So you guys from California, go on this frequency right now. Come on, Rich. WN6A. Can you have
7.060.
Unfortunately, I actually, my radio's in the garage, and I'm in the nice warm room right now.
Oh my God, man. So anybody here that has not worked us yet, I'm not seeing everybody, Paul. You tell me if there's anybody that we've not worked yet.
Marlin N6MIV is waving his hand.
N6MIBM. All right.
Marlin, have you got 40-meter capability? He's got his thumb up.
Okay, great.
Okay,
So
Marlin,
go to
7.060. It's all yours.
057.
Oh,
Right here.
7.057, Marlin.
Yep. So go there, Marlene. I'm CQ right now. And then we're gonna run 25 watts. Okay, make sure you hear us over in California. Let me tune this antenna. Make sure it's nice and ready for it. Okay, and then we're sending CQ signal. Let's see who shows up here. N6 Mike India Bravo. Let's see what happens. So we're doing one stream. Now here you have control of how many streams you want to send, how many tries. You could filter, all the signals. You could filter people just calling us. Now there's a little misnomer here, Rich. So it says Fox here. It's not really Fox pound mode. So that's just a typo, I guess. And but here's how it works. So as soon as we work the first guy, it's gonna go on club lock, and you're gonna have all of Europe on top of us. So we'll see. Here we go. We got some PY7 DJ.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
here.
that's
him?
that's Neto.
All right. So you know what? Let me do something. We'll give you the exclusive right there. One stream for you, my friend. So now we're gonna send the next. So we're receiving. We should have a couple more.
I'll give it a try too, Paul.
Yeah, go for it, guys.
Yeah.
You tell me when you see your call sign. I'm not seeing your call sign right now, but once you see it, you let me know.
All right, KI6BTY. See you.
That's Neto KI6BTY. Let me get you on the queue here. So let's work Neto first. If we get a little bit of a rate, we're gonna go multi-stream here. I hear the FT8 in the background there somewhere.
K6XX is a big contest station here close to us. He's plus 20. My gosh.
So he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a big contest
and
station.
he's on the Zoom right now.
Oh, beautiful. So
Oh, great. Hey, Bob.
So we
Go
work
get him.
Neto. Let's work KI6BTY, and I'm waiting for N6MIB, so we could all
there's Bob
celebrate his
A6VB.
new.
And
Where?
Bob A6VB is
Okay.
calling.
We got him in there.
The second Kesio.
There you go, man. Obrigado, Neto. Obrigado.
Obrigado, my friend.
Obrigado. So we got Neto. All right. So it's picking up. Now we're going to do 3 streams. I think we could do 4. So we need
Okay,
anybody
I see
here.
Marlon. There's the second call sign there. There's
you go.
Marlon.
What
You're in the
frequency
queue.
are you
You're in
on?
the queue, Marlon.
What frequency are you on?
Marlon's already celebrating.
So Neto, make sure you go to our club log page. Double check that's there. That we have. Just double check we worked you there. Now the cool thing is that you're gonna receive your LOTW within a couple minutes. We wanted to do instant LOTW, but unfortunately, their server was not gonna handle. So we upload every 20 minutes or so. So.
What is your 40-meter frequency?
7057.
I'm seeing on the club log, my Kesio is okay now.
Beautiful. Perfect. So
Yeah,
let's see.
Stream, then we can see you. Otherwise, I can't see you.
All right, KI6BTY is in the log.
And now the world's gonna go crazy here with people calling us because we haven't operated in a full day. So we actually I jumped in about an hour, 2 hours ago. I worked a couple skets on 160, and then we're about 6 Qs short of 54,000 before 00 UTC. And I said, let me just work 5 or 6 guys, and then we'll shut down, save the battery for California tonight.
Yeah, Marlon's getting a +4.
All right, Marvin, let's do it.
Yeah, Ki6 and Ki6 on the log.
All right.
All right,
There you
Marlon,
go.
you're in the log, Marlon.
You're in the log, man. Congratulations.
Look at
Buy
that,
me a
he's
beer when I go there.
How happy you made Marlon there.
There you go.
Did you see him?
I do not. Let me, I don't know. Let me see. Let me bring this.
We just saw a chair bound.
Oh, there you go. I see him now. Yep. Very good.
This is a real live Kesio.
That's right. So we'll keep putting these people here on the queue.
I've been trying for weeks.
Oh man, that's why That's why you're a member of the Northern California DX Club. You see, you gotta know the right people, you know.
Okay, anybody else want to make a queue?
Well,
tr-
AB6BR is trying, but I don't seem to be making it.
I'm
Okay.
trying it right now.
I can't see him.
K6FG, I'm trying.
Okay. Let's see if we get.
Whoop, I think I saw him.
Oh, there's Ezequiel. So we got H3R. He's on the call right now. He's our brains behind the
Oh,
project.
Saiso.
Yeah. No. It's like easy.
Oh,
So
okay.
Saizo is
Okay.
HK3. He's got this frequency already. So
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna work Ezequiel. This is an honor for me because you know we've been close friends and we've been on a couple missions together. So
Yeah, welcome.
it's a good treat to work. You know, the guy that built the RDU. So
You're at
All right,
7057.
yes, sir. So we got a couple sixes here. Let's make sure we give him priority.
This is Warren KN6DZI. I've been trying to get you guys on 40.
There you go.
Okay,
Never
you're in
made
the
that.
queue.
man.
You're in the queue.
Cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome. But don't celebrate until we actually work you and get you in club log. And you get your LOTW right away.
Roger.
Otis, that is so cool getting the LOTW right away. My God, we were just
Marlon
astounded.
says that his queue is DXCC 100.
There you go.
All right. Good job. Wow. Yeah, we love the instant LOTW, Otis. That is just incredible.
Yeah, we actually, when I met with the RHR guys and I said, I want instant LOTW, and they said, you know what? They're gonna get mad at us. Let's just do about once an hour. And I said, all right, once every 15 minutes. And I think that's what it's set up to. So they should be, you know, by the time this call is over, you're gonna get your LOTW right there. So we got a couple of stronger stations. Let me work these guys. Anybody else see their call sign in there?
I don't see K6FG anywhere.
All right, we could go to another frequency if we want. We could definitely, I want to make you happy tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they're going to work you, 40 meters is probably the best band right now.
We could do 30 meters maybe. All right, anybody showing up here? Oh, I got CISO here.
Yeah, there's CISO. Anybody else want to make a try?
I'm trying and I just don't copy it.
Oh.
Okay, what I'm going to do, let me work these guys. I'm going to go down a couple streams so our signal is a little bit stronger, and hopefully you can see us better. Let me start going down. You let me know as soon as I see you see your call sign here. Let me know and we'll click on it. Nope, not yet. All right, so I'm trying to work easy. He's struggling. He's 3 out of 4 calls. So he's actually remoting from Florida to the Dominican Republic, and then I'm remoting from East Coast Puerto Rico to Desecheo, and we're making live QZOs on this call tonight.
Are you in Fajardo?
I'm a little bit south of that, about 20 minutes south of that. Yep.
I did my graduate work there.
Beautiful, nice. Well, why? What did you do?
I was working with Arecibo, and we had a remote setup at Rosie Roads.
Okay, yeah. I have my office I have 2. One of them is right in Ceiba, so I hear all the planes going on right now for the last couple months. You know, it's like all over the place.
Shouldn't be even.
Hey, Mark is on the wrong cycle.
I am on the wrong cycle.
Yeah, you're on even. And also, you don't have the KP5/ in front of the call sign.
Oh, that's why I'm not even seeing you. So if I go to all, yeah, I'm not picking you up. So make sure you fix that.
He was on even.
I have KP5/ NP3VI.
Yes. So the reason behind the call sign, let me tell you, because that's the Vieques Island Club, and rather than using a 1x1, we wanted to use a KP4 call sign, and that's why we went with such a long call sign. So it's kind of a way to honor our work with these people that we started this project.
Mark, if you're decoding him, just double click on him. That'll set the timing and everything.
So we put a couple guys in the queue. You should be able to copy us. Let me know, because I'm 2 strings right now. So
I see AB6BR.
Yep. Hey, that's me.
All right, so let me jump you.
Yeah, but I'm not copying you.
All right, we just bumped you up.
So he's down to 2 streams.
Oh, I see Nate right here and 4YDU. He's a good friend. So if he goes to Dayton, yeah, I gotta work him. Who else do you guys see here? This 9A, it's pretty loud, so let's get rid of him as well. Do you see us? See the call?
There's that
K6 Fox Golf.
WN6A character.
WN6A. Oh, that's one of you guys. Let's get you in there. Let's see who else is here. Once you see your call, shout out.
I see K6KM. He's one of our club members.
Where is it? Oh, right here.
Right there.
Yep. So, Mark, do you see our signal, K6 Fox G?
I don't see you there. I see you giving RR to a whole lot of people.
Okay, so you should be able, if you see us, click on our call sign, and then that's going to set it up. So I'm going to go.
AJ6LG, he's on the call here.
All right. So you know what? Let's just bump him.
Yeah, so I'm calling, but I can't copy you, Otis. So
okay, so I'm going to go more power.
I'm going to move to another frequency.
Yeah, you got to transmit a little bit, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 above. I see KP4U. He's a good friend, so he gets.
Otis, this is Jeff, AJ6LG. I made a contact a week or so ago, and we did signal strength exchange, but I never got 7.3, so I'm not in the log.
Okay. Well, we'll get you in the log now.
Okay.
Let's see. So CISO did not complete. All right, let's work Nate. So I'm going to run at 2 streams just to make sure we get more juice over into your direction. Now,
my transmit looks funny because it doesn't have the KP5 prior to the /NP3VI.
Mark, you need to decode him and then double click on him.
Okay, let me try it again.
So stop transmitting and just listen, and when you see him, double click on him.
Or if you type in the KP5 full call into the DX call window and then do generate messages, it'll populate.
But that's how you transmit out of sync, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure you don't.
I've had more success with him on CW than FT8.
I mean, we could do CW as well. The other day we did this with a club in New York, in Jersey, and the guy, I haven't worked you guys, I haven't worked, and okay, can you do whatever, 17 FT8? No, I don't have that antenna.
There's AJ6LG at the top.
There you go. So the guy said, I only have 80 meters and SSB, and I said, okay, let's do it. So he's our only QSO on 80 SSB from a meeting. Yeah, him and actually KP4AA, he worked those old bands because we did the testing with him. He's right there and 30 miles away, so he got propagation on all the bands the whole time. So he got.
If you're going to work me, AJ6LG, let me know when you do a 7.3, and I'll do a 7.3, even though I can't decode you.
No, if you can't decode me, then it's going to be hard. This is automatic. We can't really log you manually. I'm sorry, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'll try another band if you like.
Can you drop the one stream?
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, we could do one stream. Let's try that. Let's see if.
Because I am not decoding you either.
All right, let's see if one stream, and only 25 watts we're sending. So.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me do something for you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make you happy if I can. This is 40 meters, so let's try this. Okay. So I'm going to send 50 watts just for you guys.
Ooh.
For you little guns right there.
Little pistols.
Little pistols, yeah.
Having your power
51's one
management,
stream. You
that's
should
very
be able
generous.
to see us now.
All right, guys, you're getting the love with the power here.
I love it.
50 watts, one stream, all for you. Come on. If you see it, click on it, and then I'll get you in the.
Yeah, Jeff and Mark, get ready.
Oh, don't see you.
Where are you in the audio spectrum? I'm down at like 300.
Oh, go up, maybe 2,000, maybe.
Okay.
Your call should. So we got one stream, K6KM.
You're copying me, okay? So I moved to 2000.
Okay, and then when the call sign show up here, let me know and we'll click on it.
Yeah,
And let me check my.
Ooh, I got a stream right there.
There you go. See, it was my fault. Sorry, it was my fault.
No, it's all I have is a dipole.
Oh man, you're gonna work this one. Let me just double check what
I'll
power
see,
something.
Claire, she just rang in here for you. No.
Boy, you've got a lot of Europe in there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
a lot of Europe.
Oh, there I see you. I finally see you.
Okay, click it.
Yep.
It's 2000.
Sending you a -12.
All right.
I still don't see you at 7057. I see a whole lot of stations calling that are calling at like at 45 and 15, but I don't see you anywhere.
You have a dipole as well?
He's at 295 if you want to put your receive there.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
He's at 295 if you want to put your receive there and maybe notch out other people.
I'm sorry, it said it, we're at 295?
Yeah, 295 hertz.
So that would be 495 for me.
So I'm looking for your calls. So if they show up, let me know.
Yeah, Otis, I got you once, but not after that. So
You got a Russian right there just above your cursor.
Well, tonight's just for you guys, so I want to make sure we get you in the log. Let's clear it. So next is I'm going to work KP4U. He's a very, very good friend.
Yep.
And then after that, we'll see if you want to try a different frequency maybe, or...
W16A, you're getting a call back. You're getting a report.
This is his last try, so if he doesn't complete, then it's going to knock him off, and then we're going to work new people.
You guys want to try 30 meters?
sure.
No.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Any of you
How
here?
about
No?
K6RIM, folks? K6RIM here trying.
I don't see you.
Are you here on
there
40
he is.
meters now?
No, he's
Where are you
there. He's the -3 is K6RIM.
There we go.
Okay.
Knowing what power you're using really gives me a better appreciation or understanding for some of the challenges working.
I'm
where I
working
have
50
lesser
watts, and I'm going to be the one getting the whip if we... Because normally we've been running 25 watts max. Yeah, see, I just got a message from please lower your power to 20. So they're going to give me a hard time right now. He's cracking up.
Can we go to 30? Maybe there'll be better propagation.
Yeah, see, the guys are making fun of me right now. Yeah, let me work. Let's try KP4U and K6RIM, and then we go to 30. And 30 might be better. That's been our money band this expedition. So I work KP4U. We're going to K6RIM. Let's try that, and then we QSY. Oh, and I see AJ6LG, but you're -18. It's very, very weak. Put you there just in case.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
If you tune your transceiver a couple hundred hertz low, maybe he's out of your passband.
No, I made him. I did that just to make sure.
He's -10 here. You're -10 here, Otis, and I'm close to Mark.
Okay, so let me know when you see your call there. I'm trying to work K6RIM. See if we can make it.
I already worked you on 40 and worked you 16 times so far, but there's this one crazy guy that's worked you a whole bunch.
Oh, then you don't need us anymore then. All right. Any new calls in here? Any of you guys here? See yourselves?
Again, the 7057.
Yeah, 7057.
I'm looking again to see if I can find you. I moved up the receive frequency. Hopefully I'll see you guys.
If not, we try 30 meter. That's fine. We can go to 30 after
You should
Have
move
to-
down the receive frequency, down, not up.
No, I moved it up so that it's in my passband.
You know what? Okay. RIM, we couldn't make it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 30. You guys start going to 30 so you don't get the big pile up on you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go over there right now. So
10.131.
131. Yep.
Okay, 10.131, guys.
And then I'm going to lower my power because I don't want to get whipped by my friends. So let's get rid of disconnect from this radio and connect to the other one that has 30 meters on it. And we're gonna go 25 watts. These guys are having we're working, so we go 30 FT8.
And let's see, I've got you on CW on 30.
So
Right,
we
Tony,
tune
here's your
this.
chance. Get
Yeah,
fired.
I'm sitting here waiting.
This is
And
so
I'm
cool,
going to-
Otis. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing this.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man. So the way we worked here, we put it in a way so that nobody has the users cannot change frequencies. So we have a lot of control over them to make sure they keep them All right, so you all ready? Let's do it again.
All right, guys, 10.131. Get
Yeah, I got
going.
people calling me. There you go. I see some of these calls on that I know already.
There's Neto and 6MIV.
We probably will, another 10, 15 minutes or so, and then
Okay.
yeah, I mean, no rush tonight. And actually, I was getting a little bit sleepy as soon as I got here and started talking to you guys, and now I can't sleep. Playing radio, Yeah, I got the evening shift now. All right, so we got Caesar's on the call as well, I guess. So, AJ6LG, you're a lot louder now. So let's hopefully,
Cool.
yeah, you're much better here on 30. See, 30 is our money band. That's why I like it so
There
much.
you go. I got you copied.
Yep.
I got you 2 streams now.
Yeah,
so
you're
we're
plus
working
11 on 2 streams here. So
so I'm gonna go multi-stream here. And then once we get work, you guys, I'm gonna start working the whole pileup. You guys are gonna see how the whole thing breaks here. So
You
who
got
else
2
is?
streams right now.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go 3 streams. I'm gonna put in a couple guys here, a couple of Russians, and hopefully you're gonna see some action.
Oh.
You see AB6BR yet?
Let me see. Well, if you see it here, let me know. I
Well, I see you.
I don't know your call signs yet, so it should be right there.
Otis, question for you.
Yes, sir.
What has been the most surprising or unanticipated aspect of this operation that surprised you guys?
I'm the second one down, AB6BR.
Okay. What something surprising in terms of how the way, what's really surprising? That it's actually working. I mean, we've been there for 22 days and we've been making 50,000 Qs without touching it. And that's what amazes me. I mean, there's a bunch of challenges and stuff on the background that we've have to manage. I'm not going to go into that. But a lot of this, the way it works, the way it's been solid, and it's been very, very resilient. And we even have the opportunity to go there as an emergency trip. That's part of our agreement. But we prepare for 2 trips. We have people on standby in case we need to, hey, we got to go there like within 48 hours. We'll get our team, we'll be there. But we haven't had to do that. So the system is very reliable. It's very well built. And that's what I like about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's just been amazing. So we're working 6 streams right now. It's a bunch of you guys in there. Yep.
All right. Bob, A6VB got a RR73.
Yeah, I think I lost you now.
Call again if you.
Well, I'm still calling, but I'm not hearing you now.
Who's this? A6VB?
AB6BR.
Okay, so let me go down a couple streams. Maybe that's why. You should be able to pick us up.
I got a -4 from you, Otis, but no 7.3 yet.
Okay. So watch for club log. No, you guys, I need to go down a couple streams for you guys. So make sure we get you there. So let's get rid of these people.
All right. Bob, K6XX got a RR73.
Anybody else in here?
NY6C is one of us.
Okay. Let's see.
WN6A.
So let's see if we can work you guys.
Oh,
Marlon, did you get worked on 30 yet? Oh, he's got his thumbs up. All right. Marlon's a happy guy tonight.
Good. All right.
I got a reply here. I'm halfway there.
All right. Let's make it happen.
All right. Yeah. AB6R got a -8. And KN6ZZI got a RR73.
Yeah, thank you, Otis.
Yep, you got it. So we worked on the California little pistols. They work you guys over?
NY6C got RR73.
This is AJ6LG. I have half a QSO. I have a -4 from you, but nothing else.
All right, let's work it.
I'm in, Otis.
All right.
A lot of pile up.
You know, Otis, you were on another YouTube thing, and there was you turned it on, and there was a Russian guy, and I was there. You called me out as Alpha Bravo 6 BR, and you chose the Russian guy for the demo instead of me.
Oh, my apologies, man.
No,
hopefully I'm making it up to you tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, if I could use you on 80 meters, I don't know.
It's good. The problem with the low bands, it just takes a lot more resources from our end. So that's why we haven't really done much of that stuff. I mean, we were on the 160 contest the other weekend. I think we worked like 12 stations. And so we just like, okay, let's just back to the expedition. We didn't play around. So we're working guys here. So,
I'm completed.
So the low bands take more resources because of no power regeneration at night? What do you mean?
No, because it takes, you need much stronger signal to make the contact. Usually on high bands with low power and the propagation is really good, you can really get far out there.
Right.
But it's just, I mean, we're running battery. So if we can get, unlimited power, we'll be running 100 watts if we could put an amplifier even there. So
Steven 6SJ has a question.
yeah, go for it. And call your call signs if you see it here.
Sorry, no new question. Sorry.
No, go for it. Yeah.
He was waving his hand there over the camera. I thought he had a question.
So if we got all of you guys, what I'm gonna do is gonna go up a couple, 5 streams. Hopefully you get some action going here. And normally we just work the strong guys. We got a UA6JQ who's -1, pretty good signal.
My friend,
Did you get me K6FG?
Well, right now, yeah, you check club log. You should be popping up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a RR73 sent to you.
K6FG's on the online log.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, this is typical for me. He hears me pretty good, but I can't hear him.
And I'm already in LOTW.
You got it. Very good.
Wow, Otis, this has been really fun. Hey, listen, before we let you go, the Northern California DX Club believes in supporting DX and DXpedition and operations such as this. If you guys find that you need funding at the end of this, if you have any sort of budgetary shortfall, will you let me know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is the kind of operation that our club really likes to support.
But what I really invite you guys is if you go to Mañana DX, which I'm going to show you now. Let me just bring my other screen here. And this is where you could actually help us, and we can continue to make some really good RDUs and units like that. So let me bring it up here. So Mañana DX Foundation. So let me just share right here. Where is this thing?
Isn't that on your website?
Yeah, so this is the website, and on our website there's a link to this. So we're not fundraising for the expedition itself. We're covered already by our True Grant. So you go to mañanadx.org, and then this is where you could actually make a donation right here on the right side.
Okay.
Now here, so
this would allow you to buy and support more RDUs for future operations.
Buy equipment. We can buy, cases, battery, all that other stuff.
Okay.
Now here, eventually, this is where, the telemetry data, all this stuff, and this is where we're going to have the units deployed. So in case we have 3 DXCCs, 3 RDUs running at the same time, you'll be able to drag all 3 of them right here.
Fantastic.
So go mañanadx.org, and right there you could support us.
Very good.
Otis, can you comment? Or actually, Paul, is it okay to ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead,
go
Warren.
for it. Yeah.
So I'm just curious to what extent this facilitated permission. And how has that changed the dynamic? I'm imagining it facilitated it greatly, but what can you?
Yes. No, yes, because the situation with Desecheo is the following. They worked on a project for numbers of years, spending millions of dollars to eradicate the invasive species, the rats, the bushes, the cockroaches, stuff like that. And so in 2017, they declared the island free. So they don't want us or anybody else bringing, something by accident or things like that. So the idea of sleeping there, that's very impactful for the environment. And the cool thing here is I mean, all this info is on our website. So after they got rid of all the lizards and stuff, there is a special bird that normally, it's flying, all his life. And this used to be a place where they would nest, 100 years ago before the invasive and the bombings and all that stuff happened. So what they did, they're working on a project that they put like at night, they put the bird sound. So if the birds are flying, they hear their family down there, they'll actually go down and nest. They have mirrors on the rock and little mock birds, so they think it's my colony, so they start nesting. So they've been reproducing, and these are really endangered species. So they're very, very protective. So the only idea, if we were to sleep there, would make noise. These birds are not going to go there. But by doing, the way we're doing it remote, there's not even a single sound coming out of our equipment right now. So it's very, very healthy for the environment. And that was the only way they would actually give us the permit. I mean, they basically rejected like a regular expedition. So what we're hoping for is that if there are other places in the world where have such limited restrictions, and we could prove that this equipment works, we could use this, in other places, and we could actually get them on the air. That's what we're looking for.
Fantastic. Just fantastic. Otis, thank you so much. It was really been a lot of fun.
Otis, thank you very, very much.
I've seen a number of happy dances here. I've got everybody on the screen. Marlon there, he's still carrying on.
All right.
Great work, Otis. Thank you immensely for everything you've done.
Thank you. Oh, it's not just me. It's my great team behind me. I'm just the people, the organizer, I guess. But HI3R is very good. NP3VI. I mean, some of these guys are just fantastic to work with, and I'm very happy that we're able to do this for you.
By visiting the website, you can get additional information about the status of the current operations, including a live stream, and also, as you can see here, the telemetry data, which is on the home page. You can see which radios are on and also what frequency they're operating on, as well as the usual live stream that you see with many DXpeditions, where you can see where they are currently operating and who they work. And this is real time thanks to Starlink. If you like what they're doing and want to support future DXpeditions of this kind, please consider donating to them. I think every dollar helps. Before you go, there are two things I want to share with you. One is I'm doing a monthly giveaway, and I've been doing this since middle of 2025. These giveaways change month to month. Sometimes it's my paperback book, sometimes it's audiobook copies of the book, and once in a while I throw in things that were sent to me to review on the YouTube channel. On some months I even give away 2 prizes. There are many ways to enter. Here you can see a list of ways that you can enter, and some you can enter daily, so you can come back and enter for more chances to win. Also, you can bookmark this page and come back monthly, since the prizes change, and you never know what I might put up for a giveaway. Additionally, if you would like to support this channel, please be sure to visit the MaximumRF Amazon shop, where I am compiling products which I like, and also since I'm an affiliate, this also helps support this channel and keep it going. So your support is really appreciated, and you can visit by using the address on your screen. I will also leave links for these things in the description below. Thank you for your support.